So pre-built, fully configurable, what does that mean? There's lots of Microsoft partners out there who will tell you that they can come in and provide you a service with Microsoft Dynamics, with a Power Platform, and with Azure, and they can, absolutely. And each of them will have their own pros and cons and benefits to what they can provide you. What we try to do is we try to take that to another level and not just leave you in the open situation of having to figure it out for yourselves. Here's a vanilla platform, build it. But to try and come with something pre-made, so it's not a completely off-the-shelf product like you may witness with legacy housing management systems, but it will give you just as much functionality as you get from those systems with all the added advantage of being able to configure and can tailor it to your own personal needs. We often refer to it as not being the iProperty cloud, but it can be your own iProperty cloud. So it's a single, modular, integrated solution. Again, I'm going to talk a bit more about the different functionality, the different features, and the different modules that we've got within iProperty Cloud. But we try to bring all those things together. So if an organization wants to replace existing systems, then they can do that, and we can work with you in an agile way to make that happen. But equally, we've also got the ability to just do individual modular components if you've got particular pain points or areas of the business that you're struggling with. So things like if you've got a sales engine or a marketing function that maybe hasn't had the attention that it would have had if it was housing or repairs in the past, you can take individual modules of iProperty Cloud for the areas that you need. And then over time, if you're happy with the product, if you're happy with the service, add extra bits in later if you need to. So it doesn't have to be a big bang, multi-year approach to replace a system. It can just be refocusing different areas as you go. I mentioned the word product earlier, and I've also mentioned the word platform. So just to be really clear what I mean, all of you that work in housing for a housing association, council, or otherwise, may be used to again, we don't try to use the word legacy too much, but existing housing management systems have been in the market for a long time. They've evolved over time. They've added in a bit of CRM functionality, a bit of other functionality, but it has kind of taken time for that to happen. Ultimately, the experience I had as a housing professional for 13 years was that we often found we'd bought a product. Not everyone was using it to its full capacity. We then went and bought another product. So we would often have a housing management system, a separate asset management system, a separate one for potentially compliance, and the good old system that everybody loves, Excel. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is to introduce people to the concept that the Microsoft platform is much broader than that. It gives you a lot more flexibility than just having to take whatever is on the table from an existing product. But you don't have to just deal with that vanilla approach. You can have something pre-built for you, ready to go, that can give you all those services that you would expect from a housing management system and all that extra flexibility. So again, it's not a platform instead of a product, it's both. You get that pre-built benefit and the flexibility.